Just 7 points in the first 8 minutes of this game. And shot buried. There's that freshman Williams. Now 6 turnovers in the last 7 offensive possessions for the Noles. Jaldi Tobby for 3. Look out.
You can't set a press, right, unless you make shots. They're doing a really good job in this first quarter of knocking down shots, and that allows them to do what they do best defensively.
Oh, much needed 3. Inside a minute to go in the first quarter. Miami shooting a sizzling 73%. Erjavec 3 for 3 now from beyond the arc.
She does have to bring the ball up the floor. She does have to get them in offense. Once she gives it up, they're doing a really good job of finding her.
That was a tough turnaround shot. Now some pressure. Great point. We haven't mentioned that Elena Sidibaba is out. She's been cleared from COVID protocol. And Bondu scores in transition. Mass substitutions, got that whiteboard out, trying to get something figured out. Florida State's turned the ball over 8 times in the last 6.5 minutes, but they get the 3 ball. Bondu in the open court, showing that she could bring it up. Marshall trying to spot out there on the 3-point line. Gordon was close, but not close enough.
Left hand up, because most shooters are right-handed. But this is part of that transition defense, so they didn't get a layup in transition, Miami didn't. McConnell Williams always reminded me of you go a little bit further back to Betty Lennox, of how quickly they could just fill it up.
And COVID and some other injury issues earlier in the season for Florida State, and there's a much-needed 3. Yeah, she is their best 3-point shooter. Gets the lead down to 11. Well, that's a gamble on defense that did not pay off. Baldwin with the catch, but then lost it. Harton in there, who D'd her up. Nice look inside. Their 4 corners offense, it was so maddening.
Oh, my gosh.
Good stuff on the ACC network. Yeah, that was not fun. Puisis! You mentioned it. They need her.
That's the best shot that you can get on the floor at that time. And one of the things that Katie Meyer had talked about, shot selection at North Carolina. But these right there are the best ones. Long shots, long rebounds, lead to transition buckets.
And they've done great. You look at the fast break points. 10-0, plus 17 in points off turnovers. Inside, that was kind of a chancy pass, but Jaldi Tobby was able to convert. Plenty of time after this game to get home and do your prep for the big game. Gordon slicing inside. A little bit different weather down in Coral Gables, one would think, this time of year especially. Marshall, that's really good work.
You can't, as you continue in your career, you can't be one-dimensional, and Kelsey Marshall has shown that she can do both.
Myers burying it from the outside, the long 2.
5 games or so is really that face-up, 15-foot jump shot, and then they're making an impact on the defensive end.
Morgan Jones, nice step through. There's Erjavec. Got Williams. There's the freshman. Saw a lane. Blew right by Puisis.
More control, a little bit more awareness. Hesitate a little bit, and then use your quickness to get around Puisis.
Puisis off the curl. Gets it to roll in. So we will find out. Those are among those nominees. We'll find out halftime of our game tomorrow night. Jaldi Tobby has a couple of 3s, Steph White.
And they haven't been able to do that. And you got to give Miami defense a lot of credit for that. But some of these, the travels, the poor decision-making, that's something Florida State just has to clean up.
Back-to-back wins against Duke and Notre Dame. Florida State trending upward and treading water here at Miami. Erjavec continues to be aggressive. Things are working out. She almost pulled it again, Jaldi Tobby. But instead, the aggressive move to the basket.
As they did yesterday and watch film, you can put it into perspective. Those are 2 tough opponents on the road that we played, and now we just have to get back to doing what we do best.
Another one, gosh. And it's a 2 on air for...
And that is frustrating, and it's difficult, I'm sure, for Sue Seminoles and her staff, because you're getting opportunities.
Baldwin had to work for that bucket. 31 points off turnovers. That is a new season high for Miami. It's now over half of their points coming. Marshall gets the pat on the back from Coach Meyer. She goes back up the floor.
Well, Miami has just done such a good job defensively executing the game plan, but offensively, as Amaria Gordon gets a tough finish.
31-9 in favor of the Canes. Gray's shot, a little bit flat. Offensive putback. In 12 different languages spoken by the players.
Unforced turnovers have just really killed Florida State today and given Miami the fuel that it needed to get themselves going offensively. Oh, another long three. And that really is the story of the ballgame. I mean, it's taking care of the ball, giving yourself a chance on the offensive end of the floor, and the J gets another 2.
But Miami holding on to the basketball. Possession arrow now in favor of Florida State. There you go.
Trap's going to come on every on-ball screen, so good job of stretching out that defense.
And Bondu.
This was a good possession, good patience, a great job by Marshall of stretching out.
Only up 1 with about a minute and a half left to go in that game in Atlanta. Count it. And finally, Timpson is able to score. It'll be the second time this season that has happened. They also did it against BYU. And Florida State trying to play their way. Of course, the ACC tournament could be the great equalizer, but this is not going to be. Miami goes to Virginia and then hosts Pittsburgh. So there's a couple of winnable games there for Katie Meyer's squad. Naomi and Bondu matching a season high with 9 points, hit a 3. All things going well for the Hurricanes. Erjavec got them off to a great start. Katie Meyer, 31 points for her team off turnovers. She and Sue Seminoles, good buddies.